Largest model city and train set. Model train sets used to be something that nearly every kid had at one point. They were especially common around Christmas. However, collecting model train sets is a huge thing in the hobby industry. Two men in Germany have given things to the extreme, though. They have built the world's largest model train set. With so much attention paid to detail, it is hard to believe that it is only a model and not a real place. Currently, the model train track measures to be around 51,558 feet long. To put that into perspective, that's just under 10 miles. The model has over 1,300 trains, 6,000 cars, and 60 airplanes. To add to the awesomeness of this project, the model mirrors real places such as Germany, the United States, Finland, Denmark, Italy, and others. It hasn't stopped there, though. There are plans to even add more. Mini truck for kids. Now, we understand that this entry is technically for children. However, this mini truck was built by a proud father for his son. Think about it. How often does a kid get to sit in a mini version of an enormous tractor-trailer truck? Even more amazing is how a proud parent feels when all of his work makes his child smile. The incredible detail that was put into the construction of this miniature truck was second to none. But not only does it run well, it is powerful enough to actually haul cargo. Added to that, an extra bit of realism that really turns this into a special build. Largest remote-controlled Airbus A380. RC airplanes really are sights to behold. Not only are they big in the hobby industry, there are entire events held for people to show off their amazing models. But for Christopher Ferkel from Austria, his 1/13th scale replica of an A380 Airbus would take the cake. Taking him 3 years to build, it is one of the most magnificent model airplanes ever constructed. The wingspan is about 20 feet, and it is 18.5 feet long, and it weighs 226 pounds. Literally everything on this airplane is exactly to specifications. While many of us have our own hobbies, from collecting things to building things, very few, if any, would take the time to put together something with so much detail. However, this isn't a toy for Ferkel. He tours around and takes it to air shows and conventions, helping to inspire other people to build. Mini Lego Cities. Lego is one of the most popular toy brands in the entire world. It gives anyone of any age the ability to be creative without limitations. But there are professional Lego builders across the world, known as master builders, that Lego employs to conceive, design, and build some of the most amazing models ever seen. In Winter Haven, Florida, exists a park called Legoland. In the heart of the park lies Miniland, USA, entire replicas of American cities that have been meticulously constructed out of Legos. Here, guests can see New York City, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, New Orleans, and Las Vegas. There are even some special exhibits such as NASA and the Daytona Speedway that have been built as well. This is Lego's way not only to promote how amazing their product is, it is their way to inspire creativity in their guests. If you put your mind to one idea, such as building, amazing things can be constructed. Backyard roller coasters. What if you had a crazy thought and, instead of just forgetting it, you put your mind to it and get it done? That's exactly what Will Premble did when he stopped and wondered why he couldn't have a roller coaster of his own. With a background in engineering and some skills in carpentry and welding, Premble set to work to build his own coaster, eventually finishing and becoming the talk of the town. Over time, he built other homemade coasters and is currently on his 6th build. His 6th build will include something brand new for him, an inversion. Up until this point, all of his coasters have left riders upright. Do you think having a homemade roller coaster in your backyard sounds like fun? Let us know in the comments. Basketball Connect 4. Being grown-ups, we like to have fun on a larger scale, but we also enjoy a little competition as well. It's the same thing that a group of friends from Australia thought as well. So, they built a game called Basketball Connect 4. How much fun would it be when you're hosting a party? The rules are simple. You shoot basketballs into one of 7 hoops that have been set up to drop in certain places. After the ball drops, it falls into a slot and fills the space. As with the popular board game, it takes 4 basketballs in a row to win. There is no doubt that hours of fun would be had with this gigantic game. Whether you use them during some family fun or when your friends come over, there's no way this wouldn't be a hit. Remote-controlled L-39 Albatross. Air shows and RC airplane conventions always bring a lot of hobbyists around. Usually, when these events take place, you can find a few companies there to display their products. Such was the case from an event called Jet Meeting Slovenia in 2020. Here, a company called Tomahawk Aviation brought out its remote-controlled L-39 Albatross. Just the design itself is stunning. It is a scale model of the actual jet that was used as a training aircraft during the 1960s. This aircraft, being one of the most technological models ever built, came at a price tag of $70,000. Once you see it perform, though, you'll understand why it is so expensive. Backyard Minigolf Course. There are very few things in this world that spell out family fun like a nice round of mini-golf. But imagine having a course in your backyard that you can play on anytime you wanted. That's exactly what Cameron Howell did. Being a professional golfer for over 30 years, he wanted to bring his love of game to his children. So he just decided one day to build a mini course in the backyard. After that, neighbors, friends, and other family members were asking to have one built in their yards as well. Eventually, Howell turned it into a business and formed the company Putt Tech. So now, you don't have to watch someone else have all the fun. There is a company that can make your very own custom putt-putt course on your property. Giant RC Tank. We have seen a couple of RC planes on this list, but how often do we think of having an RC tank? Well, that's what the company ArmorTech does. Specializing in metal models of historic vehicles of war, this tank has a 1/6 size model of a WW2 Ferdinand Elephant Tank Destroyer. Being planned and developed over the last 10 years, this tank cost nearly $10,000 to build. However, it was a small price to pay for such an immaculate machine. Along with being able to run, it operates with incredible realism. Speakers placed in random parts of the tank will sound out random sound effects, from the tank engines to the blasting of guns. Also, as the tank is a German tank, people are able to hear the German officer inside the tank barking orders to his crew, in German of course. Lego Star Destroyer. As we saw with Minitown USA and Legoland Florida, people have been known to create some of the most amazing things with Legos. The company itself has capitalized on the creativity of its customers by making various themed Lego sets. One of its most popular themes is the Star Wars theme. However, some of the more experienced builders take it upon themselves to create their own version of these Star Wars designs. One of these people was Lego enthusiast Matt Brenner. Having a love for the Star Wars franchise, as well as Lego, Brenner decided that he was going to build a large Star Destroyer. Not only would the ship be built, but many of the inner parts would be alive with detail as well. As he took large, removable pieces off, the intricacy of the inner area can be clearly seen. In total, though, this custom ship is comprised of over 35,000 pieces.